Hey, what's good, internet? Anita is here. Welcome to the Girls From These Worlds Twitch channel for a very Black Juneteenth adventure. Um, we are all really flippin' excited to put on a really good show for you. And before we get into it, I must announce the brilliant and talented improvisers, writers, storytellers, and Black people of the diaspora that will be playing this codename Kids Next Door inspired quest adventure with me. So I'ma just go in order. This player's sense of drama and character left an imprint on me literally within the first 3 minutes I saw them on a stream. So excited to do work with this person and rise to the standard that they set. Uh, Everybody here is looking fourth grade picture day perfect, but this person is giving parents finally let me dress how I want for picture day, and I'm making a statement, and I love that for them. Everyone is obsessed in the best ways. Coming to the stage, Jazz, tell the people what you do, where to find you. Say the things.
What's good? Hey, what up? My name is Jazz, also known as Singer Scoria on Twitter. I believe you can find me. I also play Jada on Elixia, Miss of Elixia on Zil Zaddy's channel, and I play Mo Jackson on this channel with When Death Calls, the Monster of the Week play. And yeah, I'll be playing Numba Ray, the Invoker. I'm really excited to be here.
Next up, this person has been the homie for a very long time. I needed folks to come play make-believe for strangers on the internet, and he did not hesitate to step up. I really have a lot of love in my heart for this person, and y'all are so lucky that you get to see her goatee behavior streamed live in your various internet boxes. They are giving ball of sunshine that will kick your ass, and honestly, I love that for all of us. Mo, tell the people what you do, where to find you.
Hi, everybody. What's up? My name is Morgan, also known as Mo. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Mo Studies. That is MOSTUDYS. I am a writer, postpartum doula, digital collage artist, and make-believer. And I am so excited to be sitting at this table on this lovely Black holiday with these lovely Black people.
Where next person came to the table with energy. Truly like a Kids Next Door operative at heart. Character ideas that she came to session 0 with delighted me and gave just big nostalgia vibes that just made me so excited to get into this with all of you. She's gonna rock your world. She's giving costume design. She's giving like the live action version of like Kids Next Door. Like I feel like I would see that. And we love to see it. Truly, JJ, tell the people what's good.
What's up, y'all? Hello. Thank y'all so much for being here. I am JJ. You can find me on Twitter at JJ_Cray, and I am a TTRPG chef in this space because y'all know y'all girl love to eat. So, yes, hello everyone, and I will be playing Number J today, and I am the spy of the K&D organization, and I'm super hyped, and I'm so glad y'all are all here to watch me and my beautiful new friends play pretend. So,
And my name is Anita. I say her pronouns. You can find me on TikTok and Twitter at Anita the Lesbian. I am very sexy and talented. I wrote this adventure. I'm excited to do my brilliant thing alongside some equally brilliant Black people. Yeah, again, follow me on Twitter, on TikTok, follow me anywhere but my house. Now that we're all introduced, I want to say a few things about the holiday we're celebrating and like the things on the mind as we like get into this. And I gotta say, it is frustrating to be Black and queer here. It's Pride Month and Juneteenth today. And those holidays have become very oxymoronic in their celebration. The United States government wants you to believe that today marks the end of slavery, while the American economy runs off of prison labor. Um, Also, Pride was about queers in New York, memorializing the day when the NYPD fucked around and then found out. And now every Pride that I have ever attended has had a healthy police presence, and they didn't look even a little bit scared. And that's a problem. It is demoralizing to know that straight corporate whites are going to have off tomorrow in memorial of the end of slavery while my niggas are locked up. So today, we're going to be Black kids that arm themselves and take their freedom and their justice from the forces of the world that leave them helpless. So without further ado, let's get into it. Um, if you've never played Quest before, it's a D20 system built for your sword and sorcery type campaigns. We've altered it a little bit to suit our KND one-shot. Yeah, when we want to leave the outcome of something up to chance, we're going to roll a d20. 20-sided die. The lower the number, the worse the outcome. 1 is catastrophic failure. 20 is tide-turning success. The name of this game is Copycat. Codename Cookout Organizer prepares yucky cuisine, annihilates tastiness. And so we begin. Kids Next Door is a super covert organization whose mission is to combat adult tyranny wherever it may lie. You are but one sector of this ultra-ginormous and omniplanetary collective. You are a group of play cousins who've banded together to fight for the rights of kids everywhere. With your 2x4 technology by your side, you are an unstoppable force that can conquer any threat to kidkind in your path. But tragedy has struck your sector. Your play cousin and leader of your sector moved away at the start of the summer. The loss of your homie and the finest gosh darn operative you've ever met has been a blow to your whole organization. You've raised the KND flag on your secret treehouse base to half-mast for the last few weeks in her honor. But life moves on, and adult tyranny never rests. You must prepare, as you always have, for the perils of the annual family reunion / cookout. There are dangers to consider and well-planned contingencies in place. Typical adults who wear too much cologne or ask you what you're going to do with your hair. The teenagers that pick on you at the family function and steal your new Jordans. But you're seasoned operatives of the KND. You've learned how to defend yourselves, though your protocols are changing greatly now that you have less kid power at your disposal. The reunion is going to be a little bit different this year for a few reasons. Grandpa got married last spring. He hasn't been the same since his late spouse passed, and your parents seem to think that he's happier with this new adult in his life. You aren't the only ones adapting to the loss of a homie this year. Grandpa's always been an ally of the KND, but you get a bad feeling from Kat, his new husband. This is going to be Kat's first family reunion. Your grandfather wants the day to go well, so you and your parents head to your grandfather's house the day before to help prepare for the big event. However, something nefarious might be at play. Your story begins at the edge of known suburban civilization, a place of vast growing grasses and dusty summer roads where the sidewalks you know and love disappear. From the great corn maze to the long and boiling lake, you'll soon find family of all kinds. In this world, adult villainy is a closely kept secret. The oppression of kids is everywhere, and nothing is exactly how it seems. kids that come to the reunion are hopeful that the kids next door can make this the best cookout ever, as they have ensured in the past. But with your leader moved away, you fear your enemies will use this moment of weakness in your organization to strike a blow at kids' rights that may not be recovered for a bajillion years. You all are driving along a dusty road in the middle of the country, in the back of a minivan, while some of your parents sit in the front seats. Would you please describe your characters and how they pass the time in the back of this place? And I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna call someone out. I'm gonna call you out, JJ. Please. How is how is your introduce your character, describe them, and tell us how they're moving along this road trip.
So my character is number J, and she is a spy. She is 9 years old, 4 feet tall, kind of a little scrawny. And I have two of these lovely little buns that are right here on top of my head. I got my red visor on that kind of keeps not only the sun out of my face, but kind of keeps my face obscure for when I'm doing my spy missions. And I've got a little bit of face makeup on just so that I could go ahead and blend in a little bit with the adults, make them feel like I'm somewhat one of them, even though I'm not one of them. And I would say that I'm in the back, just over here playing with my yo-yo, trying to figure out how the day is going to go. I would say that I'm probably staring out of the window, seeing how things have changed, and probably thinking about some fond memories with the play cousin who left. So I'm pretty quiet, keeping to myself, reminiscing, if you will.
Word. Mo, as your cousin like stares out the window longingly, where are you in this minivan and how are you moving?
Yes. So I am playing Crystal Kimani Lawson, aka KK, aka number K squared. And number K squared is the group's naturalist. She stands at 4'4". She is 11 years old. And one of the first things you recognize or see about her is all of her many freckles and her humongous curls. She is annoyingly positive. So I can imagine that she is probably sitting in the back. She carries a sketchbook with her everywhere. She wants to be a veterinarian, and she also wants to open up the world's largest tropical plant sanctuary. So I can imagine she is sitting in the back, sort of sketching, looking at plants if there are any. I don't think she's seen a lot of cacti, which I can probably imagine there are some in this area. And so she's probably very intrigued by those cacti, but also intrigued at the idea of finally being together again. It's not lost on KK that this year is very different. The dynamic of their sector has changed dramatically. And she's feeling the pressure of this needing to be the best cookout ever. So she's already thinking about what game she wants to play, what she's going to do with this chalk in her pocket. She's trying to figure out who is going to be the team captains for tag team football, for kickball. She is just trying to figure out what she can do to make sure everyone is having a good time.
Beautiful. Number K squared is plotting like in the notebook, like making plans, making moves. Number number J is wistful out the window. And Jazz, what do we see as the third member of our little cabal is in the back seat?
So you see number Ray aka Raven, one of the older kids at 11 and a half. They're also one of the taller kids, probably closer to 4'8", and they've got dyed, it's curl color, but it's dyed purple hair in a fro, just kind of pushed forward with the hood up and kind of like layered purple, black, the black nail polish, the black lipstick, the black eyeliner, a little on the more emo side. And you see them curled up against the other window with their headphones on. And this is the team's invoker. And they are a little sad today, I think, and just staring blankly out the window while they're listening to the new My Chem song on repeat, on a loop.
Oof, on repeat.
They're going through it. They're going through it.
Yeah, like I think number K2, you are like, I feel like you're like seated in the center seat, like, and like surrounded by these two that are like, this is probably like the quietest road trip that like there's been in a very long time. And I feel like y'all can sense like the energy like coming from the front seat, as well as your parents have honestly been like pretty concerned. It's been a couple of weeks since your homie moved away, and spirits have not like lifted since. But eventually, after a long, long car trip, you start pulling up to your grandfather's house. Your granddad is like, as you finally like get up the long, winding, dusty path to the property, your granddad is sitting on the front stoop with some of your aunties, uncles, and siblings. But as soon as like he sees your car is parked, and that y'all are coming out, he immediately pauses his conversation to greet his favorite grandkids. Like he like gets up from his seat and like starts walking towards y'all. Car is parked. What are y'all doing?
I get out real slow and shove my hands in my pockets.
I feel like KK jumps out of the car and it's like, Pop Pop, look what I drew on the way over here, and runs up showing off her sketchbook. And her Crocs are like squeaking as she's like running up to him.
Oh, and JJ, what are you up to?
I'm gonna say that number J is gonna hop out of the car and is probably gonna come up behind K2 and just kind of like, I'm gonna have my I'm gonna be at the bottom of the stairs. I'm gonna put my hands into my pocket and kind of lean back against the stairs and look up at Pop Pop and give him a stop.
And like your granddad like immediately like comes to you, who is honestly like very like excited to see what is it that you have drawn for your granddad.
I think that it started to be a cactus, and then KK realized that she doesn't like cactuses that much. And so then it transformed into a version of the treehouse in her backyard, but on top of a cactus.
And sort of like leans down, like takes it and says, "Oh, these are some incredible schematics, Nieta. look at this, and sort of like brings it up to the light and is like admiring it. Your granddad is like a pretty large person, like on the taller side, like for adults, and is a little bit portly, is would be taller, but like has a very like hunched back, walks like with a cane, uh, like and very like bushy like eyebrows that like are like very very gray, but like you can barely see the eyes underneath, but there's always a twinkle of mischief in there, and sort of like looks at it, holds it up to the light, and says, "Are we thinking of expanding headquarters so you can come and visit more often?"
I was just drawing. I mean, things are, we'll have to talk, Pop Pop. Things are not great. And KK sort of walks over to go, I think, talk to a cousin who I think she admires, who like probably wears a lot of makeup, is like kind of on the growner side, but kind of wants to see what's up with her.
Oh, word. But like you go off to like to speak to your cousin, and your and like granddad next goes to like uh number J, who is leaned up against the wall, like nodded, looking very aloof, and like comes up and says, "And how is my granddaughter doing today?"
And be like, Pop Pop,
Hmm.
I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there, I'm happy to see you for sure. I'm just, just missing our cousin who moved away.
Uh, and sort of like at that, like very much sobers, and says, "Yeah, I am. It seems every day my children are moving farther and farther away from me. I was very sad to hear that they wouldn't be joining us. I'm very sorry that your friend's far away, but um, and sort of like reaches like to give you like caress like on like around the head, and says, if we look and if we pay attention, uh, and like a magic trick, a uh, quarter appears like out from behind your ear, uh, and sort of glints in the sunlight. There can be moments of light. Keep an eye and an ear out, uh, and we'll find them.
I never understand how you do that, Pop Pop, but I like your style always.
Uh,
I'll listen to what you say. As you know, I always have my ears open.
um, as like you take the quarter, and pocket it into one of your many like pockets, like in your trench coat, you notice a crinkle, uh, and a crinkle of something that you didn't put in there, and you notice like, oh, Grandpa like secretly slipped me money, like money, um,
And be like,
and gives you a wink, like uh, before like standing up, stretching, and like, and where is my last grandchild? I know I placed that one somewhere.
Over here, Pop Pop.
um, and sort of like comes over and says, hello, Number Ray. How are things going over on your side of town?
It's slow going, you know. I really miss her. But, you know, we trying to do the best that we can.
I know. Sometimes our people aren't as around as we want them to be. But, and sort of like leans in closer and says, the mission still stands. We can't forget about what she would have wanted. She would have wanted the kids next door to be here and to make this cookout the best it can be. Can you do that for me?
And Ray just kind of sets their shoulders. It's like, yeah, I can do that. Thanks, Pop Pop.
Puts out their hand for a fist bump. And like sparkles and explosions like happen, like this like go away. And like at that point, we'll move to Agent K-Squared, Number K-Squared, who is going to see an older cousin. So tell me about this older cousin that you're coming to see.
So this older cousin, I can imagine that maybe they have a sort of a weird relationship. It's one of those things where it like started as like, you know, you got games on your phone and like now has evolved into more like now I'm actually like interested, like what's on your phone? Like, can I get on TikTok? Like, can I get on Twitter? Like now I actually know how to use a phone. I'm not trying to play games. And I think that this cousin might be an influencer or a content creator of some sort. And so it is rare, I think, that they see each other in person, but K-Squared sees this cousin all the time on social media, or their mom is showing them something funny that they posted on Facebook. So I think that's what K-Squared is sort of enraptured with and is trying to get into.
Oh my God. Oh, perfect. Yeah, like you go off and find your play cousin, like find your older cousin. Actually, let's see if you can find your older cousin. Let's like, because I'm not sure that they would just be around. Go ahead and make a roll. See how lucky you are.
It's a 19.
Oh, period.
That good luck carrying over.
It takes a little while, honestly. Like, there you like ask around, like seeing like, hey, where did oh gosh, what's the name of this cousin? Fiance. Where did Fiance go? Like asking around. Nobody seems to know like where Deontay went off to. You understand that Deontay has like been doing a lot more like cottagecore like sort of style fashions. And you head over to like the edge of the forest that's like up against the property. And you like quickly find like your older cousin like trying to like get a really nice like setup, but is also like being accosted by like insects and like several like things. Not the most outdoorsy, but like is trying for the views, is trying so desperately for the views. And you sort of like see them like struggling a little bit, but then like pauses as they see you and says, "Oh, hey, cuz, long time no see."
Hi, Deontay. Oh my gosh, you look so pretty. Are you taking pictures?
I in fact am trying to at least. This is this is a lot. Like I don't go outdoors much, and I don't know how you do it, because you be out with your critters all the time, and it's honestly concerning. Um, but yeah, how you been, cuz? What's
Uh,
happening?
I've been, you know, and I think K squared sort of like I imagine that like where they are because it's kind of foresty, there might be like some tall grass and maybe like some tall flowers that are like maybe around them. And so I feel like K squared is kind of like brushing her fingers like across the grass and the flowers as she's talking. She's like, we just got here. I mean, I'm ready for the water balloon fight. That's always why I come. But I think I think we're doing okay. We just been sad since cousin moved away.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I heard something about like the your the little leader of your gang like went away.
We're not a
That's
gang, cousin. We're not a gang. Oh my gosh.
uh I don't know. Y'all do gang shit. Y'all y'all run up on people. Like remember what you did to Unc like 2 years back? That was classic. That was
And that was JJ. I mean, I said that we should do something else, but that was all Jay's fault. That was not even my fault, even though I got in trouble for it too.
um and like sort of like sort of like gives up on the like set up at the edge of this forest because obviously just like seeing you like be out here like tickle the grasses like I imagine there's like that like birds like come and like sit by you and start like singing like and meanwhile like your cousin is just like out here like having to like smack away all the insects, not having a good time, um and just says, all right, you know what, um why don't you, I'm gonna give up on all of this. We should have a little fun like while you're here. Like you've been following me for a minute. Uh how would you like a little, I don't know, a cameo just to cheer you up or something?
Oh my gosh, I get to be in a TikTok.
Hmm. Does your does your do your parents let you be in the TikToks?
I already have a TikTok account. Like I already have one that I use. So I don't think that it would be a problem.
Per. Uh we get all of this set up tomorrow at the reunion. I'll like we'll learn to dance tonight. Learn a little dancey dance. It'll be fun.
Oh my gosh, can it be a group dance? Can we teach JJ and Ray too?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go get them.
Yes. Yes.
And she like runs off.
And you and like in the background you just like see mind bubbles images of like agent like number Ray and like Number J, like in some very like outlandish outfits that like Agent K² would like. But like doing some very like anime ending dance, like in a very like cutesy sort of like, yeah. And plans of like plots like start appearing just in the mind. Um, yeah, I think uh, Agent Number Ray, um, you notice. Oh, thank you so much, Lost Caravan RPG. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody who's in the stream. I haven't been paying attention. Oh my goodness, so many people. Welcome. We're playing Quest, and we're flavoring it with Kids Next Door, and we love that for us. It's Juneteenth. There are Black people. We're vibing. I think Number Ray, you sort of like you're sort of like in a corner somewhere, like trying not to be too like heavily noticed. When another one of your older cousins, a little less beloved, y'all have fought before, but like on some official K&D business, some teenage shenanigans. But your older cousin, who has like not caused trouble in a couple of years, sort of like comes up and says, "Hey, Raven, long time no see."
It's Number Ray, you know it.
Right, your organization, Number Ray. How you doing, cuz?
Why are you asking me that?
Formalities. I know that you and your Kids Next Door agency, organization, whatever, always have some very strict demands for the family playlist, and you and the other one are usually like point on communicating them to me, the DJ for the family reunion. So, what do you have?
All right, well, I thought we could do something different. I got some Fallout Boy up in here. Is that good?
um. Okay. Let's talk. And
Hey, what's wrong with Fallout Boy?
oh, uh, not a single thing. And like just I think like Tiana, like this your older cousin's name, Tiana, is like so tickled by the idea of just like, yes, these grown folks like at the party, like, and then like changing the station and Fall Out Boy comes on, like right after Before I Let Go or something. Uh and sort of like, and I think that they sort of like take you over to the side, like bring out the computer and like start like making some, it's very much a diplomatic like mission to like, you come with like some demands, like some counters, concessions are made. Yeah, I am like, do you know that TikTok audio of just like that mashup between Earth, Wind, and Fire September and that Blink 182 song? Um,
No, but that sounds
there's,
fire.
it's, I will send you a link, and we will get hip. But it's very much just a mixture of that, where like, okay, like some of my music is in here, and we're still like letting some things like go. I would like you to roll, and I will roll for Tiana, to see like how well this process goes.
On my playlist, probably not. I got a 10.
Okay, complicated success. And Tiana got an 18. So there's some things that are like, there's some long stretches of time where you don't really like get the music that you wanted. And like usually your leader was like in this position with you and would probably like make better arguments to like get more of your music in. And you feel like a very like profound loss like there. But like after a while of deliberations and like you helping out your cousin like make the playlist for the family reunion, um like eventually like it is completed. Yeah, like
As it like goes on, you could just see Ray's mood souring just more and more.
You look like somebody peed in your lemonade. Um, is it really that bad? We go
I
through this.
just I just really don't think that we need 15 Michael Jackson songs on there. I just think that's too much.
Never too much. Like it's right in the song. Like Luther said that, never too much. So I'm not sure. Come on, cuz you know I'm playing with you. Like we make concessions. Like these old folks, they really like Michael Jackson for some reason. Like it's Michael Jackson, great musician. Like
Yeah, King of Pop. Uh-huh.
doesn't need 15 songs on the playlist. Would I put 15 songs on the playlist? No. But come on. What can you do?
Okay.
Relax, or at least try. Come on. It'll make this weekend go a lot smoother.
Fine. Yeah, cool.
And sort of like rustles your hair a little like too hard.
Don't touch the curls, man.
Before heading like off like into the mixing station. Like y'all planned out a thing. Now like there's a lot of music work that needs to get done. And Agent Number J, I keep on saying agent for some reason. Number J, you are like, actually you tell me where you are. Because like granddad returned to his conversation on the stoop. Like what's the vibes? What's happening?
So I think that after, after I talked to Pop, he slid me a little something and be like, that's one smooth cat right there. And then I'm gonna go as I see that the other agents or my other peeps have left. I'm gonna go upstairs and try to find some adults because I'm still trying to figure out why our homie who left. So I'm trying to see if I could sneak some info from some of the adults because I know they're going to be talking about it. Yeah.
Word. Most of the adults that you see are right up on the stoop with Granddad, like talking about something. Um, like you can go there, or you can go inside your grandfather's house to try and like root through some secret files, try to find something. I assume you've done this like at your place and at like your people's places before, but like maybe there'll be some more clues in here.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, you got two
think
places. The
those two
stoop,
places.
yeah, the stoop, or like inside to get into the nitty gritty.
I think that I think I'll probably just get into the nitty gritty. So I'll probably just go inside and maybe if yeah, I'll try to go inside and see if I can find something. If perhaps Grandpa has like an office or a study or something.
Word. Totally. You definitely find Grandpa's study. Um, there's a lot of, where your grandpa's study is? Your grandpa, like, usually tells all of you that there's some, like, dangerous magic in there that y'all shouldn't, like, go in without a guide. Um, and that seems like the perfect place to find like more information about where to find your homies. Uh, so you head inside. Um, you can like easily make your way like to the study. I'll say that like it is honestly like a little ways like into the attic where like you you know that your grandfather goes and like stores a lot of like papers and stuff. You sneak your way up the stairs. Uh as you're like making your way up, you do hear like noise coming from like another like space in the attic that like there are a couple of rooms in the attic. Like it sounds like somebody is coming out of one of them, and you're gonna get spotted up here where you don't have any business like being up here. Uh, what are you gonna do?
Um, what I'll do is I'll run back down the stairs and I will kind of hide somewhere close to the stairs because I want to see who comes down there. Um, and I want to kind of wait for them to pass by so that I could attempt to go back out there.
Uh, Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
How well you running back down the stairs, like getting out of sight goes.
That's a 9.
Okay. Uh, so either a complicated choice or it doesn't work out exactly as you wanted it to. I will say you can definitely like scurry your way down and like get out of sight. However, like the jostling around of like the quarter that you pocketed, the money that's like now in your trench coat, it seems like like some things accidentally got jostled around, and one of your items, you can tell me which, falls out of your coat and on the ground behind you. You can either leave it behind and get out of sight, or you can grab it and get caught. So, first, describe what it is that falls out of your trench coat.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm trying to think of what would be something. Can it be the quarter? Can it be the quarter?
Yeah, like if it's like something that like means like something that like if you like keep those quarters, I think that would be really cute. Like if you would like keep like the quarter that trick that grandpa always does and you have a collection of them. Like I think
Yes.
that's
Yeah, I think the quarter will drop because it's loud. And so you'll be able to hear it once it falls on the step. And then I definitely am gonna go back to try to get it. Cause it's
uh
money, honey. You feel me?
period. Um you rush your way back, grab the quarter, and like the shuffling that you heard behind that door like stops and you open up the door to see well, you don't open up the door opens and you see your granddad's new husband, Cat. um you've only seen Cat once before this interaction. And Kat was like, it was at the wedding, and Kat was honestly doing a little too much. Like very much would belong on Bridezilla. Like nothing like toxic and like abusive, just like this it seemed like this person like needed something to like help them with their anxiety disorder when they were in like in the wedding. But like you see them today like coming out of like an attic space. Um, roll a d20 again to see like how much you can see behind that attic space.
That is a 17.
Okay. Uh, like heard of you heard from like a bunch of the adults in your life that um granddad's new spouse is really into Maria Stella, sort of like an HGTV personality. You've heard that a lot. Uh, you can see that like behind like your new granddad, eh, um, there is a bunch of Maria Stella stuff, just like there's like an altar like space in this for like just a bunch of Maria Stella like tips, tricks, like dresses, like styles, outfits. He sort of like comes out, closes the door behind him. Uh very like looks very much like he was dressed like right out of a Maria Stella like calendar sort of thing. Like has a very like classic apron, like dress, like giving 40s housewife energy. He is completely bald, like pretty dark skinned, like and a little bit taller than your grandfather. Like, but that's when he's slouched. So like they're about the same height. Um, very like uh seems like a lot chiller than like when you last saw him, which is a good sign. But sort of like uh, comes out and says, "Oh, why, hello there. I know you, don't I?"
Yes. Yes, you do. Hello, I am Jay, and I am granddad's granddaughter. Yeah,
Hey,
yes. Mhm.
yes, the favorite grandchildren. I remember now. Yes. Welcome. What are you doing up here? It is terribly dusty. You don't. There's nobody up here. Uh, come down with me. We'll go greet the rest of the family.
Uh, that sounds like a great idea.
You,
Yes, I will.
you can help try a new recipe that I've been cooking up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Takes you by the hand, and like you all rush downstairs and into the kitchen, where you can where like he opens up the refrigerator, and you see like coming out a pitcher of your family's classic half iced tea, half lemonade, uh, half sweet tea, half lemonade like mixture. It is uh, legendary. It lets you know that like the cookout is happening and it has started, and it's a good time. Um, like pours you like a smaller like glass, and makes the rest for like the rest of the people that are like meeting up on the stoop, and like asks you to help like carry it out, and like disperse it to everybody, and as you come out, and the drinks are like dispersed and dissembled, like you see Kat sort of like goes to your granddad's side and like um puts an arm around the waist, which is like, that's weird. But like everybody has like the tea and the lemonade and like feeling pretty good. I think like at this point, Jazz, you're probably like coming back with your older cousin after like um deliberating on the like tracks for the reunion. Uh and Agent K squared, you number K squared, gosh, you're also like heading back with your older cousin, and like everybody's like grabbing like a little thing of the sweet tea, uh, and like I think your granddad is gonna make a toast that's like um to um to all of our family, new and old, wherever they are. They're with us. Uh, and sort of like at the new and old, sort of like looks to his new husband. Uh, and it's all of this is still very like weird to you three. The adults like seem to be like, oh, that's sweet. Like there's a little bit of yuck energy that like comes over you three as you're like watching. But the toast is made and like takes a you all take a drink of um you all do not taste your family's classic sweet tea and lemonade mixture. This is whatever this is, it isn't sweet. The bitter of the lemons is a little bit overpowering. Like the tea tastes like, I don't know, a lot more green and less like black than it like usually like is. It's giving something went very, very wrong. Uh and like the adults sort of like, mm, hmm, this is this is new. What? Oh, this is new. Uh, and like they're about to say something. Do y'all react in any way?
I immediately exchange glances. Like, that's not right, right?
I think K Square tries to like always be like respectful. Like I think she's more of like the more front facing of the children. And so like she, I think, spits it back in her cup like a little bit, trying not to make it obvious, but looks at Ray and then looks at JJ and is like,
Jay is definitely gonna do like as she tastes it and taste that it's disgusting. She's gonna do and do like a spit take, and then gonna like just go to like the nearest plant and just like throw it in there. Like,
Oh.
Jay, that could kill the plant. That could kill the plant. And I think
I'm sorry.
K Squared immediately goes and is like trying to like parse through the soil of the plant, like, and making it worse, obviously.
Could kill us.
Ray has a point. This is nasty. This is nasty.
Cat is like struck for like a good second. Like everyone is a little bit like like most of the older people are a little bit shocked. Like your cousins that are a little bit older like bust out laughing. Like full stop. Like and your parents like are like, hey, y'all, calm down. This is a new recipe. And it's not that bad. It's a little different. And I think Kat sort of like sort of starts and says, I really wanted to try something new. I wanted to make something for the first family reunion. It wasn't that bad, was it? And like your parents like are sort of like, I think all of you can like notice and like scope that like Cat like might be about to like devolve into a little bit of the freak out that like maybe like you saw at the wedding a couple months back. And your parents like immediately go to like, oh no, it's new and it's different. And it could be something. Yeah. Like you all remember that like your parents had said something about like the menu for this like changing, that like your granddad was going to like take a lot of like the reins, like take off a lot of like his hold on the reins and like give a good amount of like the work to his new husband, because it seemed very like important to him that like he be able to make something good for the family at like the first time that he's really like being a part of the family at a reunion. But y'all know that this ain't it. And like your parents are trying to like coddle their new father-in-law. It's really strange. It's not giving. Y'all are still like parsing through the soil, like trying to save the plant from like whatever's happening. Like and like I think number Ray, you're like looking at this like no, this is dog water. What are you what are you doing like as your two younger play cousins are like trying to save this plant.
Leave the plant. We have an emergency. What are we going to do about this? We're supposed to make this the best cookout ever.
Well, at least there are Huggies and Capri Suns, right? Right? And K Square sort of like looks around for, I feel like there's an infamous cooler where there might be Huggies and Capri Suns, but like she doesn't see it and she's looking around. She's like, there are Huggies and Capri Suns, right?
You turn, you look around like this entire area, and at the corner, right behind the grill, you see the cooler. You spot it, and an exhale of just like relief like washes over you. And like as you're like looking at this, your influencer cousin like goes up to the cooler, like opens it up, and takes out a Capri Sun. And then both of you notice, oh, this is low sugar Capri Sun.
I
And
think I just dropped to my knees and do a full no.
Returns it to the cooler and shuts it before walking on her way. It seems things are changing this year.
Are they going health positive?
There's no sugar in this Capri Sun.
How is that possible?
Why do they make sugarless Capri Suns?
This is a nightmare. This is actually a nightmare.
We're going to wake up soon and we're going to be on the way to Grandpa's and it'll be totally fine, right?
Right. Pinch me. And then I'm going to stick my arm out.
Pinch really hard.
Ow! You ain't had to pinch me that hard?
You told me to pinch you.
This is not a dream. This is not a nightmare. What if the rest of the food is like this?
No.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You can't say that, Jay. You can't say that. Has anyone actually looked at the food yet?
No. I think we got to get up in there. We got to see what's going on.
Everybody's gathered in the area though. What are we gonna do? We gotta make a distraction first.
That's probably a good idea.
Jay, you're the funny one.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. I'll see what I can do. I guess I'll just walk up over there and see what kind of trouble I can get into. You two sneak off to the kitchen, check out what's going on with the food. We got to find this out. We got to figure out what's going on.
Okay. We can do it. Just be calm. Everyone relax. Just be calm. We can do this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, right? I'm not convinced. You're not convincing me. You're not convincing me.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine.
It's gonna be okay. It's fine. I'm gonna be like,
what are we gonna do if the food is actually worse?
Well,
I don't know.
We'll reach that road when we get to it. Let's just check.
Let's just check first. Let's just check.
Yeah,
okay,
we might be getting ourselves all up for nothing.
Exactly.
You're right.
Let's just go check.
Okay, let me go over there and I'll distract them and you guys sneak off and go. So that I'm gonna walk over.
Show them your new yo-yo trick.
Oh my god, that's a great idea. Okay, I got it. Don't worry. So then I'm gonna reach into my bag, pull out my yo-yo and I'm gonna march over there and be like, Mr. Cat or Grandpa Cat, I'm really sorry about the way that I reacted to your drink. It was just that, I had something before, and I think I had some candy in the car, and then I think that when I tasted it still has some of the candy, and the mix thing just wasn't good for me. It wasn't you, it was me. But I feel really bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and I have a cool yo-yo trick that I want to go ahead and show you. And so yeah, so check it out. And then I'm gonna take out my yo-yo and I'm gonna start I'm gonna make the little yo-yo in the triangle and be like, look at my yo-yo. And then I'll be like, now check this out. And I'm gonna go and try to spin it and then let it go accidentally and let it smash into something or somebody, which will then cause a commotion. I'm gonna say there's a vase because Grandpa Cat loves to decor. There's gonna be a vase that I accidentally hit and knock over.
All right. Beautiful. First, let's make a D20 roll, see how sincere this apology is coming off. For the start of it. Just to see how Grandpa Cat reacts to this.
It's a 10.
Okay. That is a complicated success or a choice. I think that you are a good enough infiltrator and spy to make a good story, but there is something just nasty in the back of your mouth that is staying, and you feel it. And you get the sense that Cat knows it's a little disingenuous, but it's still going along with it anyway. And says, yeah, you're right. You're young, and your taste buds were expecting something else. Maybe it was a little bit on me to not tell you that the recipe was a little different this year, young lady. That's okay. I would love to see some of your yo-yo tricks. So go ahead and see if you can aim and hit this vase in a way that seems like it's an accident. Hitting the vase is probably kind of easy. How accidental it comes off is probably what we're rolling for.
Okay. Let's see. Oh God, it's a 3.
You are making your little yo-yo trick. It's a small yo-yo trick. It's held in the center here, and it's hard to accidentally go from here to out and knocking over a vase that is 15 feet away. I think on a failure as you do it, was it intentional? Was it my own feelings about Grand Cat and their new recipe? Who knows? But on the ricochet back, as the yo-yo gets knocked over the vase, it clocks Grand Cat in the back of the head as well. Before rolling back towards you.
Oh no, Pop, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
You have created a scene. Agents K² and Agent Number. Y'all have numbers. This is the kids next door. Number K² and Number Ray. Y'all are easily able to slip past and into the kitchen, where you find things are very conspicuously empty. You don't see a lot of food. You don't see like any food for a cookout. Like cooking it's a little bit early to be cooking right now, but like at the very least, like things would be out and prepared. Like the fridge would be stuffed. Like something is not adding up here. You don't see like where the food is, and you're not sure like how stuff is going to get prepared if things aren't bought already. Yeah, what do y'all do?
Right.
Where's the food?
This stove is clean. There's not a splash of chicken grease anywhere. I don't see watermelon.
Where's the corn?
Where is the macaroni salad? Where is the pasta salad? Where are the rolls?
Oh my gosh.
Is he trying to starve us? Oh my God, he's trying to starve us.
That can't be true. He's trying to keep Pop happy. He wouldn't starve us, right?
Well, Pop likes to eat, and where's the food?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Make yeah, go ahead and make D20 rolls for me as y'all are pondering this very scary question of whether your new granddad is attempting to starve you and the whole family at the reunion.
I got a 6.
I got a 3.
He's trying to starve us.
He's trying to starve us.
You are facing one of the most diabolical villains you've ever encountered. One that attacks straight for the heart of this reunion. One that is attempting to weaken your family and the K&D as a whole through malnutrition. There is something bad that is happening. You know that like Cat was preparing food. Like with a 6, like that is a complicated success. You know that Cat was preparing food. You can see like stains from like food stuff on the apron. You have no clue. It may not be food though. Like that may be an act. Like you don't know a lot of like what the plan is and what's happening. And as you're like in the kitchen, like freaking out a little, because you are faced with one of the potentially strongest villains of K&D history. And you, and like as you're like in that scene, you are you jump at the sound of Cat absolutely bursting out into tears as he runs through the house, up the stairs, and into the attic. JJ, down, like out front, you are getting a very stern talking to by like your parents, who are very methodically going through like the facts of the case, just being like, so we saw what you did, and we've seen you do the triangle trick many times, and it's never involved that. There are many witnesses. This was intentional. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, Your Honor, I would have to say that the lack of flavor in the sip that I took, I think clouded my judgment, and possibly my aim. I will say that. I would like to say that I am sorry for my actions in hurting Grandpa Pop. I'm really sorry about that, Pop. And but yes, I think that that it was definitely the drink. I will make sure not to ever drink any more of that. I think that will do the court a favor, Your Honor. Yes.
Your parents like go to each other, like confer, like that wasn't what we were hoping to hear, Jayla. I have to say, we hate to do this, but you now must go into timeout. We're trying to keep the peace here, and you are not keeping the peace, and you've busted a vase, and there's a lot, and you are going into timeout. I'm sorry to say.
Hard. I got to do hard time. Okay, Your Honor. What's my sentence?
Like, gosh. Like, I know what the sentence is. What does it sound like to Jayla?
All right, a little bit of psychological warfare. Very nice, very nice. Okay, Your Honor. I would say for the verdict of guilty on breaking the vase and injuring Pop, I think a solid 10 minutes of timeout time is very appropriate for the crime.
You are led into the basement of your grandfather's estate. Like, both of you see your homie like locked arm in arm with her parents, like headed like down the stairs, like that's right by the kitchen, and like I imagine you look back, like
Yeah. As I'm going, I'll be out in 10, yo.
And the door closes behind, and with that, I think that is a perfect time to take our 10-minute break, as we take 10 minutes, get some water, rehydrate ourselves, like do things. We will come back in a little while and figure out where all the food went, and also like what is the deal with Pop.Cat, that That's a weird man. Um, we will be back very, very shortly. Thank you so much for everybody for hanging out so long. We'll finish our adventure soon. All right, peace. everybody. Anita is here. Welcome back to the stream with these incredible Black Kids Next Door operatives. We are in the middle of a crisis of incredible proportions. I want to, before we get back into it, do a little shout out just for a little shout out to the good people at Girls From These Worlds for like proposing a Juneteenth adventure and just giving this this gal just the reins to go and do whatever she wants with it. Like I am appreciative of that and of this space that we're making here. And I also want to give a gigantic, huge shout out to our moderator, Sarah. You're the best. You are wonderful and doing the things to like keep this place up. And we love you for it. Beautiful. Where we were last time, like a couple wild things happened. Like we were in the kitchen with Agent K.A.T and Agent Number. Y'all have numbers in your operatives. Number K.A.T and Number Ray are in the kitchen and finding out there's no food in here. Nobody's cooking anything in this kitchen. And the reunion is tomorrow. There needs to be something happening. And also, Number J, who did an excellent job of distracting the grown-ups from all of the, an excellent job of just distracting the grown-ups from everything that was happening. So the other two could go in and investigate, was sadly, the affectation, the disguise was seen through and your true motives were revealed, in which you broke your granddad's vase and accidentally clocked him in the head. At which point you were sentenced to 10 minutes in timeout. Your homies saw you being led by your parents into the basement where we know the timeout area is. We will go to Agent Ray, Number Ray, Number Ray, and Number K.A.T, as you just saw your homie get taken into timeout. That's a rough place.
We said distract the adults, not get in trouble. Oh my gosh. Why am I not surprised?
What do we do?
Well, 10 minutes is too long of a time. We have to figure out what is going on with this food. We can't be wasting precious time. You think we should bust her out?
Oh no. Hello? Can people hear me?
I can hear you. I think Number Ray might be experiencing technical difficulties right now.
Oh no.
Can y'all see me?
Yes, we can hear and see you now.
Hey, I'm sorry about that, y'all.
It's okay.
Like stars rolling in.
It'd be like that. Weather and things.
Mm.
Yes. K.A.T was asking, do you think we should bust her out?
We should absolutely bust her out.
Oh.
We don't have enough people on us. We don't got the manpower. We have an emergency right now.
I was hoping you were going to say no. Okay. Okay. Well, is anyone guarding the door?
Guess we have to go see. Peek
you
around the corner.
you peek around the corner, and you see Jayla's parents, like standing at the top of the stairs. They say, "Hi, Raven. Hi, KK."
Hi.
Hi.
Jayla is in timeout right now, but I'm sure at the end of timeout, she would be more than happy to meet with you and play with you.
Well, how long is she in there?
As long as she needs to be, to maybe chill out.
Oh, well, we were gonna cousin was gonna teach us a dance so we can make a TikTok, and we need to
Really?
practice. Yes. I was gonna tell you later. But
Yeah, we need to practice.
we need to practice.
That sounds very important. But I think Jay needs this time right now, to be by herself. Come back in a little while, and they close the door in your face.
I don't think they're leaving.
What are we gonna do now?
You have 2x4 technology that you haven't used yet in this space. If you'd like, at any time, you can declare what an invention does and try to do it. If you are stumped, that is an option that you have at your disposal. How you want to use your things, you can decide.
I think, well, we need something that'll get them from downstairs to upstairs. Do we have something maybe to set off their car alarm? I mean, I have my slingshot, but you saw what happened with Jayla in that vase. I don't want to break anything. I could use my Egapult and we could launch eggs, but I don't even think there were eggs in the fridge.
You both consider like how you plot to break J number J out of like out of timeout. And while you plot and plan, the camera pans downward through the basement, down an endless flight of stairs. Like we see cavernous, like a cavernous area, like that the stairs go down, like bats fly around. We see like the magma core of the earth, like, and we go deeper than that, and we go into honestly like a nice, like quaint little meditation space. There's like some incense like here that's like been lit. There's a lot of like soft things like blankets, like little floor pillows to like help like calm down and like center. There's water, there's tea, but there's like also not much to do. It's just like you sit down, you feel like the soft things for 10 minutes, and then you go. That is the purpose of this place. Number J, the plan went sideways. What are the vibes? What are the vibes right now?
The vibes are terrible. They're just terrible. Number J is definitely going crazy in her head. She still has to, contact the other two to figure out what they found out, and figure out whether or not, what she did to get into timeout was even worth it. But she's like, how am I gonna get out of here? Now, are my parents in the room with me, or are they at the top of the?
They are at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like you've done this enough times, sadly. At this point, they trust you to hold up your end of the thing and not leave this basement area. And even if you do leave it, there are a bajillion stairs between you and your comrades. And you only know of this one way up and out to get out of the basement. And you know that your parents are right at the top of that stair. Is there something that you're trying to find, or trying to do, or trying to think about while you're in this space?
I would say that I would try to see if I could find a window that maybe leads outside of the house. And see if I can use the window to try to escape.
Secret trapdoors. I like it. Go ahead and roll your d20. See what it is you can find.
Okay. It's not one.
Ooh.
Why do my dice hate me today?
Okay.
Okay.
So here's what happens. You are looking around this timeout space, and trying to figure out what it is that there must be another secret entrance out of here. They wouldn't make a basement with just one way up, one way down. You turn around, you literally flip this entire room upside down. You're moving the pillows, you're figuring out where the humidifier is and unplugging it, rooting around the stuff. You're doing a lot. You finally move one of the big rugs that's in the center of the space, and you see a trap door. You open it up, and there is a huge pipe going from underneath this underneath the house, moving a good amount of something. You hear the sloshing of something sort of liquid, sort of slimy underneath. You sort of go up to the side of this pipe and try to get any detail out of it. And as you move the thing to the side, the top of the pipe opens up and you fall inside of it. And we cut back upstairs. Y'all are trying to figure out a way to get down there without being seen. like, it doesn't seem like there's any other like entrances that you've scoped before to get downstairs. Like you could probably like have some transportation technology, or you could just like bum rush the door and try to like get down there before the parents can stop you.
I think KK wants to try like a lure sort of method instead of like bum rushing, because her Crocs are so squeaky and they're just not a super reliable shoe for stealthy operations. But she will pull out or summon this 2x4 technology that is essentially like a giant boombox, and it's just going to blast the electric slide at full volume in the hopes that it will lure every adult out to the yard to get caught in a never-ending cycle of sliding electrically.
All right. Yeah, like kids next door technology, 2x4 technology boombox appears as you set it. You set it up somewhere and try to like lure the adults away. Go ahead and roll a d20 to see how well this experimental Kids Next Door 2x4 technology works.
It's a natural one.
This don't bode well for me, y'all.
Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, you go out like into like a small like forgotten like corner of, oh my goodness. that is hilarious. Oh, 2 natural ones in a row. We love to see it. You get like the boombox like set up. You have like the big speakers ready, hidden away in the little corners, so like nobody can really see like that it's you that's doing it. And as you're like about to turn on the boombox and like get things started, you you sort of like get interrupted by your cousin Tiana, who is the DJ, and says, "What are you doing? Music is my bag. That is literally my job at this reunion. You're gonna mess up the vibes. What are you doing? Stop that."
I was actually called to fix the vibes. I don't know if you know this, but Jayla accidentally hit Pop with her yo-yo, and so now everyone is being really, really weird and sad. And so
Oh no, I saw it. Was hilarious.
Right. So Pop told me to play something that will make everyone happy again. And obviously I wanted to play that song that, you do the kicky thingy, the left to right thingy,
that is ridiculous. Pop would have asked me. Everybody knows I have the music vibes on lock. Give me that.
You're not the only one with good taste, Tiana.
You both struggle over the remote that like turns on the thing. And in the struggle, it turns on, and then the remote snaps and it breaks in two. And the music at first blasts, loud, and like the adults are like, hey, and like starting to like go up and like dance and like make moves. And then the vibes get louder and louder, and your cousin is like, yo, what did you do? We gotta go. Soon the music like gets like ear-splittingly loud. It's like painful for everybody in the area to hear. And then the speakers start turning on fire. And like a little the the foundation of the house is a little bit like wrecked, like by just the noise of the sonic like energy that's coming from your powerful 2x4 technology, before your speakers explode, and a little fire like starts, like gets made, just a little one. Like the adult should be able to handle it. However, you got your distraction. You could probably, you should head out now.
Kiki turns and runs swiftly back to the kitchen to Raven.
Your cousin like looks towards you as you're going and says, "Oh, I am so telling." You have a big distraction. Number eight, you hear this commotion, and like you see Jayla's parents like start like vibing, and then like start like holding their ears, and then like at the explosion they like, oh, get out and like start running like towards the space. And soon after, number K² comes through as well.
What did you do?
It wasn't my fault. It was Tiana wouldn't let me have the remote, and just
Gosh, I know Tiana's being such the speakers. What?
The speakers exploded.
Oh shoot.
But all the adults are outside now, so we can get down in the basement and just grab JJ.
Yeah,
let's just grab
and then did. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just go.
You hurry down the many flights of stairs to find the timeout room completely tossed. Like maybe there was a scuffle of some kind, but there is a missing piece of the floor, an opening in the pipe that is just full of this really. Y'all can try to parse what you can from this pipe with D20 rolls, if you'd please.
I got a 7.
I got an 8.
Ticking up one by one.
Ah, beautiful. Complicated successes. I think with 2 complicated successes, you can sort of piece together that this smells like the boiling lake, and it sort of looks like all of the like pond scum and like green algae that sort of like comes to like grows on the top of it. And you know that like if Jayla were to have gotten out of this, that like she would have like come to y'all. But obviously something took her in or around the pipe. Like you think you should probably get to number J as soon as possible, because she's probably going to need backup.
Oh no. She drowned.
She knows how to swim, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh God. Okay. And I think K squared will pull out her magnifying glass and is like looking inside the pipe, like, hello down there, trying to see if she could see anything.
Is the water moving or is it still?
It's moving pretty rapidly. And you sort of like get the sense that like it's very clear that like Jayla's probably at the end of wherever this pipe leads.
We gotta follow this pipe.
You could probably get there quickly with some 2x4 technology if Number Ray is willing to use this like slot for that.
I think so, yeah. I think that what Ray's gonna do is take out an inflatable raft. How big's the pipe?
The pipe is huge. Like it's giving like underground, like cavernous, like energy.
Yeah. I'm gonna just
pretty big boat or a submarine or whatever you wanted down there if you wanted.
I think that the fastest option would just be like an inflatable raft. And if we soar past wherever Jay is, we can snag her and pull her in.
That you have a really nice 2x4 technology like raft that you like pull out and like it inflates and there are probably rocket boosters at the back of it or something cool. Like you can describe your raft if you would like.
Yeah, it's sleek and black and purple, and it's got rockets on the back. It looks like the Batmobile in a boat form.
Oh no. Beautiful. Perfect. Yeah, like you get in the raftmobile and I need a D20 roll for this experimental Kids Next Door technology. All right, y'all, we need to send our juju into this roll. We need to get some magic, some good vibes, some good energy. Like 20s in the chat. Oh.
What? I lost that one. Let's just re-roll. 14.
14 is a success. It does exactly what you need it to do. It is a fully functional raft. It like unfurls and like has some like nice seating, like, and very like quick, very like easy to like go down like fuel. You jet down this very strange algae way after Number J. At which point we sort of like pan out and Number J, you're a little dazed, a little like out of it. You're like waking up a little bit groggy, and you sort of come to and look around. And at this point, it is about like golden hour. You've been like, you've apparently been out for a little while. And like coming to, you see that like you are tied up, like, and like back to a corn, like a couple of stalks of corn. Like you look around and sort of like see all around you just like a bunch of like machinery, like a bunch of like factory machinery that's like taking sort of like the algae like goop that was like in the pipe and like putting it into a machine, like it like getting like buzzed and like prepared, and then like coming out the other side as like a kale salad. There is like other like areas that are working that are like you're seeing like potato salad being made, but there are a lot of really strange ingredients like raisins and like nuts and all sorts of like weird stuff that you don't put in a potato salad. You're seeing like sweet potatoes, but like literal yams, like just put in the oven and like cut open, like a baked potato, but like just a sweet potato. Um, like none of the sweet. You're you're seeing a lot of incredibly upsetting things. And I think at this point you sort of like look up and see your grandcat like feverishly working away in the middle of this cornfield, like to prepare, oh God, the reunion's dinner. You make the realization. And like at this point, he sort of notices you and says, "Ah, yes, Jayla, you've awoken finally. I don't know why you don't like me or my iced tea. I worked really, really hard trying to put my own twist on the recipe. Studied I've studied Stella Maria Stella's cooking so much to like get this perfect. I really wanted just to make a perfect meal for my new family so that everyone would accept me and stop being worried. But uh you you just wanted to sabotage everything that I was trying. So now we're going to train your taste buds. Would you like to try this? It's really good. I promise. I promise it is so good. Like you don't even like don't give me that face. I have worked so long on this recipe.
You you know, there's some things that you don't fix what's broke, man. You don't fix what's not broke. Okay? You come up in here with all your change. No. We don't do that here.
Like they they um they get like very upset and are just like i'm trying to I'm trying to get accepted into this family and like spoon feed you. God. Yeah, it's a train wreck. They spoon feed you this bland food. And they're trying to like they're trying to get you to like, yeah, it's something. Yes. Something you could maybe get used to. Like it's a vibe. Is that what you could say? It's a vibe.
Oh God. Um First of all, these are not the vibes. These are not the vibes. This is nasty. If I keep eating this, I might not have any taste buds left. I'm sorry, but you try less, cat. Please, grandpa, try less.
Um,
Less is more in your case, please.
I you you just haven't had a taste of the macaroni yet. I will get on that. And you look and you just see like you can see like the shredded cheese. It's not like melted on top or anything. Like you're beginning to lose hope when you hear the familiar hum of 2x4 technology. And bursting out of the pipe that you notice like supplying the kale sort of ingredients. You see agents K squared, numbers K squared, and number Ray. And you all see this horrific scene. Yes, the kids next door. Would you like to try a little bit? I've been working for so long. Please.
Drop the macaroni, Grand Cat.
Don't do it.
What are you doing? Why is Jay tied up?
He's trying to feed me this nasty food. Y'all. It's nasty.
Are those raisins in the potato salad?
Oh, so you didn't.
He didn't add anything to the yams. He didn't add anything to the yams.
And at this rabble of just like, your food is nasty, like Gata trying to say, it's actually, you gotta read about it, it's really good health property. Enough! And sort of like draws up, and like the setting sun behind him sort of like draws the shadows long in this cornfield, and you see like his bald head sort of glint in the light. And you see y'all are a bit younger now, but as you grow older, I'm sure y'all will see the light as like tips down the bald head, and from the sheen of like the flash, you all must make D20 rolls to avoid the danger of getting blinded. Like as this adult villain is about to do something.
I got a 4.
Oh.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay. So 8, number Ray, you are immediately just hit with the brunt of the blast. You were like stepping forward, like trying to like force this man to like stop the madness, and you didn't realize until too late to like shield yourself. You your eyes go like completely like out for a second, and as you're like blinking, you're seeing like little bits of shapes, and you see something that is like a little confusing. Like there's something in front of you, like it looks like another kid, but you're having like trouble seeing. Right. I think that number J, you sort of like take the brunt of this blast, and like it's like takes you like out of your bonds and like releases you from like your tied up position, but like you're still like get to your feet and are still like blinking out like spots. You see like a kid that like sort of like almost a little bit resembles your play cousin, but dressed differently, dressed weird. Agent K squared, you see this shine coming. Number K squared, gosh darn it. You see this coming, you shield yourself, and when you're confident the danger has passed, you take down your arm and look up, and you see 3 chrome copies of you and your compatriots, like standing in front of you, looking like ready for battle. You are best prepared for this situation. You are going first. What's these carbon copies look ready to fight? What are you doing?
Are they made out of, like, are they robots? Are they made out of this algae? Are they made out of kale? Are they made out of corn?
They look very chrome, very like a lot of the redecorations that you saw in the kitchen, like how like all of the kitchen appliances were like super clean, they got like redone. Everything was in chrome, and so are these creatures, these doppelgangers of yours.
I am going to use my burn ability to perhaps light ablaze some of the corn to create like a barrier between us and them, so that Number Ray and Number J can get their bearings and we can formulate a plan together.
Okay, that is interesting. That is like a new way to use this ability of yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually that targets like a person. So, unless there is like a thing that's, nope, it's you charge a person. So
it has to be a person.
You can try to make it somebody else. You can try to make it something else. I'll say you have to roll for it though, to see like how well it works for what you were trying to do. Describe how like your burn ability works.
Yes. So the burn ability, I think, comes from so KK's parents are both into like science and medicine. They are biologists and they also love plants. They're gardeners. And so I think they keep a lot of different plants with them. And so there's an area of the greenhouse, I think, that houses a lot of plants that need like dry, arid environments. And I think KK spends a lot of time there. That's why she was so trying to understand cacti earlier on the drive. And so I think from spending a lot of time in that area of the greenhouse, she's sort of learned to breathe through the dryness of it. And it's given her an ability to breathe hot air and create flames.
Perfect. You like take your deep breaths, like seeing like, oh, this is a situation. You take your deep breaths and you try to like use your fire starter science / like blowing ability to like make some flames. Go ahead and roll. Let's see how well it works.
It's a 2.
Oof. Okay. That's a normal failure. Like you end up making your burn spell, like making your burn and making your flames. But it ends up going a bit more out of control than like you intended it to be. There are flames everywhere now. I think that how much damage does the burn spell like usually deal?
It says you overcharge the spell and ignite the target in flame, instead hitting it for 2 damage and setting it ablaze.
You, as well as everyone in the field, take 2 points of damage from the flames that are licking up as a fire has begun to burn in the middle of the family cornfield.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know it was going to be that bad.
Like number J, you are blinking away the lights and like sort of like get to your feet, like see what's happening around you. And there's a lot of fire. The doppelganger that might have been cousin is behind a wall of fire. And everybody has taken 2 points of damage just from fire. And you're seeing like, ooh, a number K squared sort of like overcharged this a little bit. What are you going to do?
Um, okay, so the Chrome minions are behind the wall of fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Though it's like there are a bunch of fires and they're
Okay.
like somewhere in this, they're not in reach of you right now.
Okay. They're not in reach of me right now. Okay. Am I anywhere near number Ray and number K squared? I'm trying to figure out where they are.
You can see both of them. Like you are right now in like a space of like I think number K squared was able to like make it so that like y'all are like in a space together, but like way overdid it. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna look to K square and be like, wow, so you really trying to set it off today. Okay.
It was an accident.
This place is going down. We gotta get out of here. We gotta figure out. We gotta grab number Ray. Where is Grandpa Cat? Does anyone see Grandpa Cat?
Do you want to like spend your turn looking around, like seeing what it is, trying to like get a sense of the battlefield, so to speak?
Yes.
Like you can go ahead and roll a d20 to see like how much you learn just from like sitting observing.
Yeah, I want to get my bearings. It's a 5.
Okay, that's a failure. Only thing you can glean, there's a lot of like fire, there's a lot of smoke. The pipe and all of the machinery making all of this yucky food seems unaffected by the fire. It's cooking supplies. It's just like if you want to like do something to disrupt that, you're gonna need to do something else other than burn down your family's cornfield.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Just like 1 second. Number K squared was like, no, don't hurt the plants. With that iced tea, they're gonna be upset, and oh, I love it here. Thank you.
Listen, K squared has never encountered clones before, I don't think. Okay. So she wasn't sure what the heck to do. Plus, no one told number J over here to land herself in solitary confinement in the first place.
Y'all,
they supposed to be making up a dance right now. It's supposed to be talent show time.
While y'all bicker, a little bit of teamwork fractured. It like number Ray, you can't help but think like this would be so much different if your homie was still here. And you look around at this space, everything's on fire. The food is still coming out. What are you doing?
I think that Ray is just like, what would she do? What would she do? And know that even though we gotta deal with Grand Cat and the food, this is still Pop-Pop's cornfield, and we gotta save the cornfield first. So I think that what they would do is there like dishes, like empty dishes that I can grab and kind of just take the algae water and just hurl it on the fire?
I think the water was made by some powerful, like, kids next door operative, like, science and magic. I think that it would take some 2x4 technology to put it out.
I used mine. Anybody else got?
One of you still has 2x4 technology left.
I still have mine.
Okay. In that case, I'll be like, Jay, see if you can figure out a way to douse this fire. K2 and I are gonna try to get Grand Cat and stop this food from coming out. And I think that what can I do? I'll take care of the clones. So I guess I can't see them right now, can
I? As you like, sort of like, you're the oldest out of the crew. And
also the tallest.
You have felt in your feelings for a very long time about like how your homie left. And I think like at this point, in seeing like your play cousins need you, you sort of like snap out of it and just like step into the role that like your younger cousins need. And you like say the plan, like do the thing, like protect the house. We'll take care of the clones. And you head out. Yeah, like as like you sort of like assume that role, everybody sort of gets a direction to go. You see the clones stepping through the fire, looking like burnt a little bit.
Good.
But they're coming for you now.
Do I still get an action on my turn?
Yes. What do you want to do?
I want to swing my guitar around because I had it on my back the entire time. And I want to get
your guitar look like?
Oh, it's an electric guitar. It's purple and black, and it's like that spike. Oh man, I should know the name of this. It's like pointed at this end and pointed at this end. And it's got that little kind of do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I got a nice bright purple guitar pick, and I just kind of go, "You're not my cousins," and I do a quick strum that just blows them back as I use Thunderous Word.
Dope as hell.
Thank you.
Go ahead and read out like what Thunderous Word does for me.
I shall. All right, you speak a word of power, releasing a thunderous shockwave in the direction you are facing. The wave knocks up to 3 creatures backwards, and this hits them for 2 damage. Creatures affected by the spell are briefly dazed and cannot use special abilities during their next turn.
Oh, beautiful. You single-handedly take out like 3 of the creatures like from jump with a sick shred from your electric guitar and blast like them back. You see like the one that looks like you make eye contact, and like you see like your reflection like reflected in their chrome face, and you also like feel like the shock wave of energy as you take 2 points of damage as well and are busted back from your own music. But yeah, that actually like that actually happens to like all three of you. Like you like feel like you feel the wave of music. Like I think that number Ray is the only one that gets blown back, but like you both like feel like the heat, and then like the blast of sonic energy affects you as well. Um like these these minions though, like as they like get blasted back, they try to like go forward again and have to like go back through the fire, and it like burns them and cracks them up, and you see them shatter and like disassemble with that really good move. Beautiful. Like Number J, you have been instructed to get this fire out. What are you doing?
So
Oh,
I'm gonna use my 2x4 technology to bring about a huge water cannon. That's like it's kind of like a water gun cannon. And it's like seated, so you can sit on it. And I'm gonna use that to blast all the fires that are like all the little fires that are all around and blast them out.
beautiful. Go ahead and make a D20 roll for me. Uh, see see how well this 2x4 technology works.
Okay. It's a 14. Let's go.
A success. You like take out your big gun. You like unleash like the mechanisms. Like this was for the water balloon fight. You were gonna dominate this year, but you're like, this is the time. We gotta use it. We gotta burn it. Uh, like for the cornfield, and you uh get like into this water cannon situation, and you just like douse like everything in sight. Like and like as like the smoke is like getting tamped down by the water and the fires are disappearing, you're also like blasting a bunch of the food off the conveyor belts, and like there is and you hear like a shriek of like, no, the craisins, like from your grandcat, um as you like mow down this area. I think in retaliation to that, um like your grandcat is going to focus in on the machine that is like messing up the food, and take a like bend their head down in the golden like light and use it as like a sort of like force beam um, at the water cannon. Oh, oh my goodness. It's my turn to roll a natural one. Um, how does your water cannon not only survive, but just turn turn this attack back on your grandcat tenfold?
Um, well, I'm gonna say that as as I'm just mowing everything down left and right. I'm going to say that as he tries to do the laser beam, I will just happen to be looking away and I will see it glint at the corner of my eye. And so, of course, I will turn, but as I turn, the machine turns with me and then just full on, as I'm facing in his direction, just full on blasts him.
Like, you hear many frustrated gurgle sounds. Like this, like this man's like oil rub that he gets for his scalp has been like completely washed off. It is no longer shiny as it needs to be to like be able to make those attacks. Number K-squared. Y'all are rallying. What are you doing?
I think K-Squared is finally, it isn't finally, but is feeling just kind of defeated. I think she put a lot of pressure on herself that her cousins didn't necessarily do, to be in like a position of like leadership, or like, oh, let's do this thing, like let's get this solved. And the fact that she basically almost torched their family's legacy cornfield, I think she's feeling pretty bad about that. I do want to ask, the machine that Grand Cat had that is like spitting out this food, is it still like operating? Like, what is the machine itself doing?
It's still operating. And as you like look at the machine, you're seeing that like a lot of the stuff that she's doing is like very much plant-based. A lot of the stuff that he's doing is very much plant-based. And also, you are a naturalist. You like look around at this machinery, and like usually with adult machines in factories, like there are things that are beyond you. But like with this, you feel like you might be able to tinker and maybe like churn out the food into something that is actually palatable and able to sustain a cookout.
Yeah, that's what I do. So I think K-Squared is going to walk over towards the machine in the conveyor belt and is going to use command nature, but also I think she will sprinkle some of the various plant seeds that she has in her pockets. I'm sure it's like yams and maybe like collard greens and like some other stuff just sort of sprinkled in there. And then it's going to use command nature to then get those seeds to bloom, sprout, and grow.
Yeah. I also feel like you have some like kids next door botany things going on, like some peppermint seeds. You got some like chocolate, like sort of like cacao beans, like in there. You've got like things. So
and the rare coveted ice cream plant is also among those seeds as well, obviously.
You sprinkle your seeds like into like the motherboard of like these machines. And you attempt to like change their nature. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. You got it. Like, we gotta send Juju this time. You got this.
It's a 17.
You describe to me like what happens as you change the nature of the food that's being prepared right now.
Yeah. So the conveyor belt is like churning out this like nasty potato salad, this horrible non-sweet tea, these stale bread rolls. Is just not giving. The cheese on the mac and cheese is not melted. And then you hear a sort of like sputtering and like tinkling and like tinkering sound coming from the machinery that sounds a little off. And then the conveyor belt does like a funny little hop. It starts smoking, and then things that smell and taste good start coming out. We have some veggie kebabs coming out, some baked beans coming out. You know, the cheese on the mac and cheese is melted. The noodles are not al dente, they are cooked all the way through. Okay. The greens, okay, we have turkey neck, and you know, we got the ham bone in there as well. Okay, all of the above, the black-eyed peas, you know, coming out the conveyor belt too, is finally starting to give cookout food. Oh, and obviously Capri Suns with all of the sugar still inside there.
Oh, period. You you all watch as like you, for the first time in a very long time, finally start to feel like a team again. You watch as the food around you changes, the smells in the air go from like burning cornfields, like the burning like cornfields like go from like very like hot smoke, like then drenched, to like the magic of just the area begins to like pop the corn like from its husks, and like perfectly buttered and salted popcorn like goes up in the air. There are all sorts of sweet potatoes and yams and like good stuff like appearing like all around you. And you see your grand cat defeated, sputtering like across the way from you, struggling to like get to their feet, and just like looking absolutely heartbroken, as the kids next door have foiled his plans to make something good and get in good with this new family. And I think at this point, you all like are looking down that way, and behind you, you hear your granddad's voice saying, "Oh, Nietas, you are Nietes, you are cooking with fire today, aren't you? There was a lot of flame happening. I saw that was a lot." "Oh, but it looks like you have been cooking with your grandcat."
Yeah. He wanted to show us the ins and outs of his new recipes.
Like your grandcat is like in a like muddy puddle in the middle of this field, like sobbing, like it's not fair. Um, and
Really into it.
sort of like pats you on the head and says, "I'm sure Niete," before walking on and sort of like going to his husband, and like they like they talk like for a little while, like away, as um like you see that your grandfather like has some sort of way of like talking to his husband that like makes him like calm down a little bit easier. And like you hear just like, I just really wanted to show your family that I could take care of you and that like this was a mistake. I know I'm not your late spouse. And I want it to be accepted. And like, sort of like, says, I chose you, Karina. Uh, I chose you. And if you relax, I think my family and even my violent arsonist grandchildren can choose you too. Sort of like wipes the tears away. And sort of like looks around and says, all of this stuff does smell really good. It's fair. Like Maria Stella, none of her stuff that I like emulated smells like this. This is nice. And all five of you sort of like pick yourselves up, like grab the food from the places. And like as you're walking back, I think Granddad sort of like says, y'all almost burned my property down many a times today. And turns to number K-squared and says, you're getting really good at this magic stuff. And a twinkle sort of like goes under his eye. And as you are returning like from the cornfields, like good food in tow, like the cookout having been averted from a very imminent threat by the kids next door. You all sort of like get back and number K-squared, your parents go in. You exploded the speakers, messed up the foundation of the house. You also used like the science stuff we were teaching to almost burn down the whole cornfield. Like you're in a little bit of trouble. But with some canoodling from your grandfather, your grounding and punishment gets a little bit like shoved back until the end of the reunion. The outro. How does the reunion look? How we feeling? We'll start with number K-squared this time. What are the vibes?
KK is definitely trying to be on her best behavior. She feels really bad about burning the cornfield. She's also feeling very hopeful for the team because they feel like a team again, finally. And I think she spends some of the time at the cookout doodling in her sketchbook, trying to figure out how they can add Number J's water cannons as like attachments to the treehouse. And so I think that's what she's doodling out.
Beautiful. Number J?
I would say that number J is trying to explain to her parents that technically she did not break out of the basement, that technically that trap door / pipe is actually like a hazard. And I was just a victim of, this crazy structuring of this house whilst I am piling this delicious food that I have been waiting for all day on the plate and thinking about these TikTok dances that we're supposed to be doing. While also feeling great, I will also say feeling great that we feel once again like a team. And I'm going to look towards Number Ray and kind of think about how Number Ray now reminds me a lot of our old play cousin that moved.
Number J, you sort of like, you are a little bit like, you're a little bit like rescued by Number K2, like breaking the foundation of the house, because your parents were not like, didn't think you like skipped out, like thought, oh, like the 10 minutes were up and you left, because they were out worried about putting out a fire and assessing the damages of the stereo. So you're good now, like you served your time. But yes, your older cousin, what did I say that her name was? Deontay? I don't know. Deontay is definitely like, as you're like piling food on, like definitely like going through like all of like the moves of the TikTok dances, and has like put together like an outfit for you. Like, do you really want to go viral in that trench coat? We could have a little costume going on, like Jackson 5. You know how much this family loves Michael Jackson. Like, it's talking your ear off, like trying to pitch like that to you. Number Ray, where are you during this?
I think for once, Ray is not hiding in a corner and instead is sitting like on the porch steps overlooking the water balloon fight that they did not want to get into. And they've got their guitar and they're just strumming a little bit quietly, not thunderously, and looking over Pop Pop and Grand Cat and how they interact with each other and their play cousins and even Tiana, and just kind of noting quietly that they're like, yeah, I want to keep this forever.
You strum along to, oh God, I haven't thought of a Michael Jackson song. I haven't thought of Michael Jackson in a very long time. What Michael Jackson songs play at a cookout? Y'all tell me.
God.
What's Ray strumming along to?
Probably Remember the Time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You strum along to Remember the Time, looking out over your family. And you sort of like lose yourself in the music for a little bit. Like, God, I want to sing along, but I'm not sure what the legal ramifications of that are on a Girls Run These World stream. So I don't want no smoke with the Jackson State. we are. Like, you jam with the music, lose yourself a little bit, and hear a familiar voice, like, in your ear. Your homie that moved away. And you sort of, like, stop your music and, like, look to the side of you, and you see, like, a very, like, Star Wars, help me Obi-Wan Kenobi, or my only hope, like, projection of, like, your play cousin, uh, who like, conveys that there's a message of, like, oh, I have been searching for so long, like, of a way to communicate this message. I finally got, hopefully this gets through. I kind of left in a hurry. But I needed to go. And I think that I need to be where I am. And the only reason that I haven't, like, come back is because I trust you, because you can take this spot that I've had for a while. And I'll be back. I know I will be. But for right now, adults need fighting, and the team needs a leader. And that's you. And we gonna catch up soon. Like, I just need to finish this. I'm on a bit of a secret mission. I'll be back. Don't worry. I'll see you soon. The image cuts and fades. And we reach the end of our little one-shot stream. Thank y'all so much for sticking with us for these past 3 hours. We had a time. We have some. We have. God, I had such a great time with each one of you. Thank you so much for, like, coming onto this stream and using your Father's Day night and your Juneteenth night to be here. Thank everybody for coming out and, like, watching us do a little thing. Definitely hit the follow button if you like what you see on Girls Run These Worlds. Once again, I'm Anita. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me at Anita the Lesbian on TikTok and Twitter. I'm hilarious and talented and lovely. So more me in your life can only benefit you. I'll pass it off to whoever wants to, like, take the thing next. Yeah, or I'll just say, Mo, take it away. Tell the people.
Yes. Hey, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just so grateful that I got to hold this space with the folks at this virtual table and with y'all in the chat. Happy Juneteenth and happy Father's Day. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Mo Studies. And you can also read some of my work, because I'm a writer, at mostudies.substack.com. And I will pass it to JJ.
Hello, everyone. I'm JJ, and you can find me on Twitter at JJ_Cray. This has been so amazing for me. This has been such a fun time. So I want to thank Mo and Jazz, and of course, Anita, and thank you to Sarah and all the other people at Girls Run These Worlds for giving us this wonderful opportunity and this platform to tell this amazing story. I am super hyped and I'm going to be riding this high for a while. So thank you guys so much. And thank you to everybody who joined us. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Jazz.
What up? I'm Jazz, also known as Cinder on Twitter. I also stream with at Zeal Zaddy on Twitch on Tuesday nights, and Girls Run These Worlds on Monday nights. And I am so pleased and excited and joyous to have taken part in this. And I want to wish everybody a happy Juneteenth and happy Father's Day. Thank you so much, y'all.
Beautiful. Yes. And also you can find me if you want to see me doing more table talk things at the Chaotic Wonderful Twitch channel. Like I am playing a Slayers game on their channel every other Thursday. This upcoming Thursday, it's gonna be an on week. So you can see me play a stabby girl named B. And I am also on Not Kosi's Twitch channel, like playing a D&D game called Nuck If You Yuck, another all black like sort of stream Twitch like channel. We're on hiatus right now, but we will be back like sometime in mid-July. So yeah, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. I'm not sure, do we have a place to raid? We are going to Ladies of D&D with Hell Bells. Hell Bells? That is an incredible name for a stream. Please, everyone, stick around as we go to Ladies of D&D and raid their stream, so show them some love. Thank you so much to Girls Run These Worlds, to Sarah for like kicking with us. I will see y'all later. All right, bye.